Well, red tide is causing problems on the west coast of Florida, but thanks to several agencies, marine animals are getting the care they need. We're here with Dr. Ari Fustukjian with the Florida Aquarium, and I'm very proud of saying that name correctly. So just had to say that. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me, Jasmine.
So tell us a little bit, because I think there's a lot of misconceptions about exactly what red tide is. So can you kind of give us the layman's terms of what it is?
Sure. So as far as layman's terms, the red tide bloom is a dinoflagellate. It's a little algae called Karenia brevis. And unfortunately, in addition to giving the water this nice red color, when it blooms, it also produces our neurotoxin.
And that's where all these animals and even people can get sick.
Exactly.
So tell us a little bit about how the Florida Aquarium has been helping some of the harder hit counties where they actually have, like Moat Marine.
Sure. So certainly we've been fortunate enough it hasn't popped up in Tampa Bay yet, but I know this week it's moved into Pinellas County, which is concerning. Most of the support we're providing at this point, we do take turtles from other areas. We're not getting local hit turtles at our facility yet. But a big part of our focus is helping out the areas that are getting hit. So Moat, I know, has been getting absolutely hammered, recovering a lot of sick and unfortunately dead marine mammals and sea turtles. And so a lot of our efforts are focused on getting people, getting infrastructure and resources down there to help them in their efforts.
You said you're seeing a lot of sea turtles, and I was asking you why haven't a lot of manatees and dolphins been coming in? What's the reasoning behind that?
Sure. So animals that breathe air are a little more resilient than obviously fish. We're not able to do anything for them. Dolphins and manatees are a little bit more mobile. They're able to get out of some of those areas. So the dolphins, unfortunately, there have been a number of mortalities, but a lot of them have been able to get into areas of clear water. Sea turtles are a little bit less astute maybe, and they're also eating a lot of the stuff that is absorbing the toxins at the bottom of the food chain. So invertebrates, shellfish, crabs, seagrass and things like that. So they're pretty susceptible to it.
And speaking of the food chain, you said that's going to be one of the things that will, be hit, or I guess be a concern even once all this has spread.
Sure.
Actually.
Yeah, this is obviously very dramatic, very sad. They're recovering a lot of dead animals that are directly impacted by the toxin now. But we're going to continue to see impacts over the course of the year. Animals that eat seagrass, animals that eat, well, pretty much anything in the food chain. So the toxin, even once the algae bloom is over with, lives in crabs and shellfish. It sits there and can accumulate in a lot of these larger animals. So we'll continue to see effects in manatees, dolphins, and marine turtles probably for a long time.
And then I know, again, a lot of people hate seeing their beaches like this, hate seeing the marine life like this. Is there any hope on the horizon that this could clear out soon?
That's the question everyone's wanting to get an answer to, and I can't be the one to answer it, unfortunately. Certainly a lot of what we're at the mercy of is tides and winds and currents, and so at least we're able to get a little bit of an idea of where it's moving to. But this bloom has actually been going on in some form or another for quite some time, and we don't really know how much longer it's going to continue.
Well, Dr. Ari, thank you so much for coming on the show and answering some questions. Of course, we have something on our website, abcactionnews.com/redtide, to answer all your questions. We've talked to experts like Dr. Ari here who have given us the answers to a lot of the things that you want to know about. So that would be the best resource for you to use. Isabel?